Hey guys, just want to give you an overview of our experience so far with Beck CFO. The first thing I'll say is everything I hoped it would be is actually happening and continues to happen. So we initially wanted to talk with Beck as CFO simply because we were looking for a company and an organization that could really help give us tax mitigation strategies, come up with different ideas that we could go and execute and implement to be able to save on taxes. That was the one thing that we were needed, and it was lacking where we were currently. Our old accountants were fantastic, worked with them for a number of years. We file a return, but they wouldn't really give us strategies about what we could do to implement to be able to save on taxes and ultimately keep more money. So we've known Marcus for a number of years, so very excited for the opportunity to work with them. Really two things I want to express. The first thing is the onboarding was almost seamless. It really was very easy process to get going with them, get your team established with them. You're going to have the same kind of team throughout, I would assume, or at least we have so far, and we've been with Beck for the past 7 or 8 months. So I would say the initial onboarding was great to be able to get to know the team, and they gave you actionable items that you could do, that we did right away, to be able to save on taxes and tax strategies that we could be able to implement in our business. So I kind of look at that now that we've gone through that process, kind of the low-hanging fruit. Those are things that we can do that it did take us a while. It took us 4, 5, 6 months to implement those, to actually put those into a process and a system that we can use year after year, which we will now. And those are things anybody can do, any business really can do, that maybe you just don't know about it, you don't have the right infrastructure or the right framework to be able to implement those things. So that has been fantastic. So we kind of felt momentum right away, got the ball rolling, and that was great. And those things are really set up in our business now that we can use year after year. So we're going to use the same strategies kind of initially that we were talking about when we first onboarded with Beck. We'll use those year after year, and we've implemented probably 90% of what they've given us in the past 7 or 8 months. We still have a little bit more to go. It took us 4 or 5 months to kind of get those rolling, so we'll continue to finish those up. So the initial process was fantastic. Felt momentum, felt really good, got to know your team. The second phase that I think we're going to move into and continue to move into, that I think you'll experience with Beck CFO, is really, it is relationships. It is just like anything. But Caden has started asking us questions really about our business. How does this, what do you guys do here? How does this work? What are we doing here? What are you forecasting here? And I've realized over these calls and as we've gone through, and is that he's starting to formulate how we work and where he could input and give us suggestions as we move forward for higher level tax savings, as we forecast revenue, as we forecast through the years, as we go through this. The better he knows us and the better he knows our business, the better advice we're going to get. So those are really the two things I think that separate Beck CFO from anywhere else we've ever worked with, anybody else we've ever worked with. One is they give you actionable items and they back it up. You know, when you need support, it's there and very quickly. And the second thing, and more long term, I think, is the relationship, that they want to know what's going on. They want to know not necessarily the very small details of your business, but really the overall process, so that they can actually bring you ideas to be able to save more on taxes. So that's really the idea that we're kind of in with them, that, you know, as we go through the next 2, 3, 4 years, it's going to get better and better as they continue to learn us and our business. So hopefully that helps. We're very excited to be working with them, and if you have any hesitations, I would say just do it. You know, hopefully they can link you up with current clients, and I'm sure that they will be able to share what their experience has been with Beck. So hopefully this helps, and talk to you soon.